I am woken up by an alarm that is set to a time in sync with the astronaut's position relative to Earth and the Sun. The time I am woken up, therefore, changes every day. My breakfast is prepared several months earlier, before the entire mission begins. It is made in large batches and vacuum sealed into enough pouches to feed several astronauts for several months. The food needs to be eaten straight away, or else it is carried away by the absence of gravity. Preparations for the day's activities are then carried out. I spend an hour putting on my spacesuit. I then groom myself, in order for me to take a space shower. Pouches of soap mixed with water are rubbed all over my body and shampoo is lathered into my hair. They are then evaporated by filtration systems in the spacecraft. To brush my teeth, a small amount of water is added to my toothbrush. I then squeeze toothpaste that is specially made for outer space over my toothbrush and start brushing. When I'm done, whatever is in my mouth is swallowed with some water. More water is added to my toothbrush, which is then cleaned by being rubbed against a towel. Once grooming is finished, research-related tasks are carried out. I start off by going over and consolidating research that was done on the previous day. Any gaps in knowledge are identified. I then meet with a technician from Mission Control to go over my findings from the previous day, and an agenda is then set for the current day. The next few hours are spent gathering foreign specimens and samples. If the spacecraft is in transit or orbit, samples are collected from the air surrounding the spacecraft. If the spacecraft is stationed on a planet, samples are collected from land and plants close to where I am based. Samples are analyzed and chemical tests are carried out. Once results are collected, a meeting is held with the Mission Control Room, who are briefed with the day's results. Another meeting is held with scientists with the International Space Station, where a database of all space research is held. This allows any mistakes or errors to be identified. Once research is done for the day, the rest of the afternoon and the evening are spent doing leisure activities. If the spacecraft is in orbit, I swim around the spacecraft and admire the stars and planets. If I am on a planet, I go for walks in the area surrounding the spaceship and enjoy scenic views of my host planet. Dinner is usually served after the sun sets at the planet the mission is currently based on. Before going to bed, another hour is spent taking off my spacesuit. The time I go to bed is usually based on what time the sun sets, so that I get a good amount of sleep every night.